Mandatory hotel quarantine was introduced in Ireland 6 months ago to help stop the spread of COVID-19 amid intense political pressure and concerns about new variants. Complaints about conditions and its fairness led to some changes in how it operated, and last month, as the number of designated states was reduced to just 7 in South America, questions were raised about its viability. But as of today, mandatory hotel quarantine is no more. All countries have been removed from the list of designated states. Around 50 people who were in mandatory hotel quarantine are being released, and those arriving into the country without proof of vaccination or a negative PCR test are being told to home quarantine. Members of the Brazilian community, which was one of the last countries on the list, today welcomed the news.
Definitely, it's going to be really, really good because you don't have to spend that many time in the hotel, and especially the money. So it's going to save us time and money. So
it's amazing. It's a really, really good decision from the government. We are all homesick here. We definitely want to go home to visit our parents.
At its height, 60 countries were on the list of designated states, including France, Germany and the US. 10,000 people entered mandatory hotel quarantine. The peak was in early May when more than 1,000 were in the system. 593 of them tested positive for the virus.
Well, it's been clear to the Irish Council for Civil Liberties for some time that it was no longer justified as a necessary or proportionate restriction on people's rights. So I think this is coming later than we would have liked, but it's certainly very welcome now.
The Department of Health says today's decision was based on the latest advice from the Chief Medical Officer. It said the system was introduced as an exceptional public health measure, and it said its successful operation played a central role in protecting the population. The winding up of the system comes as contracts with the hotels involved were due to expire and as overall restrictions are eased. It's also another step towards international travel returning to some level of normality. Samantha Libreri, RTE News, Dublin.